Boom! At the open, our all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad light. She fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them cans, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and the cop. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Make profits. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing, dog? Make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Happy Friday. And a very happy Friday indeed it is. Another monster of a day inside of the True Trading Group chat room. This time, Carvana was the culprit. About a 65% gain for members in True Trading Group on Carvana put options for next week's expiration, the $10 strike put, and it was a beautiful trade from about $1 all the way up to about $1.65. That is where members were able to capitalize on the action from the day today. That's where I made my money today. We hit Carvana not just once, but twice. Full disclosure, I still am short a small piece of Carvana, and I will go over this with you guys just quickly, just so you guys know exactly what my positions currently are. I am short Carvana originally from 1070. And then I added back to Carvana at 990. So here are the two entry points on the short. And again, this is just so that everyone tuning in while the markets are open, just so you're all aware, there is profits here. I mean, there was the original entry was at 1070. And then we took profits all along the way to the downside there early in the morning. We then bounced back. We re-entered that trade short. And then we've been taking profits off all along the way here yet again. So now I'm back down to a small piece of the position. So there's the entry short, take profit, take profit, take profit, short, take profit, take profit. And now I'm still in a small piece of the position just to see if we got to my final target, which was going to be in the 850s, 860s. So I actually have an order that is live right now. The order is actually still sitting there. And that's my final take if we can get down into the 850s, 860s. But already the bulk of the position off the table, reloaded, bulk of the position off the table. A beautifully executed trade right off the pre-market game plan and watch list with the gap up on Carvana up into a massive level of resistance. And we took that trade, and that's where we made our money today. So congratulations to all the members of True Trading Group that were able to capitalize on this Carvana trade. It's an absolute beauty. But the overall markets moving to the upside on the back of a very strong jobs report that we got this morning. And also the markets are getting a lot of help from JP Morgan. JP Morgan came out today and said very specifically, they are upgrading the regional banks to overweight. They made mention specifically of Western Alliance, of Zion. These are some of the banks that have been thought that were in a lot of trouble over the last 2 days. Those stocks have been selling off very aggressively over the last 2 days. JP Morgan, which is also the same bank that just took over and bought the assets from First Republic. Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, also said when he did take over First Republic, he said this is the end of the banking crisis. The markets didn't believe him for the 2 days to follow as the regional bank sector sold off very, very, very heavily, making fresh new 52-week lows after Jamie Dimon had said that. And then JP Morgan comes out today and kind of puts their money where their mouth is and says, we're actually upgrading the regional banks to overweight. That immediately eased a lot of investor fears and a lot of investor tensions and a lot of investor anxiety around the regional bank sector. And the regional banks are exploding today. PacWest is up 85%. Western Alliance is up 45%. Zion is up 18%. Now, that's today. These banks are still down 60, 50, 40% from, before when this whole thing started. So these stocks are still down. I mean, you take a look at Zion. I mean, you just look at the stock. I mean, the stock's down still. Obviously, stock down a lot during this banking crisis. But today, you're getting this relief gap up in a lot of these regional banks. And that's taken the entire market up with it as the regional bank fears start to dissipate a bit. And you're getting this nice, strong green candle here. Very low volume on this Friday trade. as the markets have been moving to the upside, and it's the back of a strong jobs report. So we're going to talk about the jobs report. We're going to talk about the regional banks. We'll go over and recap the Carvana trade. What was it about the Carvana trade? It was one of the top ideas for the group here today. Why did we go after it? We'll break it all down. We'll explain it to you all. But my name is Michael Edward. I'm the former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. And if you guys don't know by now, we're the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform available to retail traders. If you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place, because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free, where myself, other THD pro trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets. We give you free lessons, trade ideas, market commentary, and analysis that can help you become better traders. So take a moment and smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss out on these lives. Even share the stream on your own social media platforms. Let's reach out and educate as many retail traders as we possibly can. Why should you listen to anything that I have to say when it comes to the markets? It's because, folks, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a fund in New York City, my first job out of college, where my first 3 months of employment, I had to sit in like a classroom style setting, and I was taught by other professional traders the proper way how to navigate these markets. I didn't have to figure this stuff out on my own. I'm very fortunate for myself, right? Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession. The stock market crashed, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you can fast forward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders from all over the world reach their goals of achieving profitability. We actually have members in over 100 different countries at this point. We are truly a global force and a global community here at True Trading Group. But we're the fastest growing and highest rated because we combine university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools. We do workshops and provide individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures. We also do it for all styles of trading. So we cover day trading, swing trading, and also, yes, long-term investing. There's something for everybody here at True Trading Group. We take that university level of education and we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5 to $6 grand a year if you were to purchase them on your own, but they give you access to more information. They help you make better decisions. They increase your chances of success. So you should be using them. But I understand 5, 6 grand is a lot of money. So that's why we spend years building relationships with these firms so we can put their products and tools on our platform at no additional cost to you. So you automatically have access to these things without having to pay for them. It saves you around $5,000 or $6,000. You get access to every member in the group, the most helpful, supportive, successful, and educated community that you're ever going to find. And of course, you guys will be able to get access to all of our real-time trade alerts. The real-time trade alerts from myself and the rest of the mods at True Trading Group that I've been able to make a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. Okay, you're looking at 3 triple-digit gain trades this week. We had 11 of them last week between myself and all the other moderators in True Trading Group. So it really has been one hell of a run that we've been on. And even if you're not in front of your computer during the day, don't worry about it. Don't stress it, because we have a mobile app that lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications whenever our moderators enter and exit trades. This way, even if you're not in front of your computer, you can follow along with everything that we are doing. That's how so many of our members that have full-time jobs and busy schedules are able to benefit and take advantage and profit from everything that we do here in True Trading Group. So if you guys are not subscribed to the channel by now, make sure you do so. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. So crazy day here in the markets, guys. Like I said, it's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy week. And it's been, just a great week, and it's a great way to close out a great week, and there's been so much variety, right? There's been so much variety. It's been day trading options. It's been swing trading options. It's been, day trading equities, swing trading equities. I mean, this is just, it's been an unbelievable week. Right. Members have been killing it. It doesn't take my word for it. I honestly, I feel silly sometimes when I come on these live streams and I'm like, hey guys, this is what's happening inside of chat. Because I feel like some people just don't even believe that it's possible that we can just continue to come in here day after day and hit some of these opportunities that are in this market. But then I think back and I'm like, this is actually the most opportunistic filled environment that I've ever seen in my 17 going on 18-year career of doing this. I've never seen this much opportunity in a market from a trading perspective. It truly is the best environment that I've ever seen. So to see the moderators and I and the members hitting on these opportunities day in and day out and making money, at this point, it's starting to almost become second nature and it's starting to become expected, right? I mean, members of True Trading of you guys, I'm sure at this point are almost expecting, okay, what's the next 100% gainer now today? Or, you come into the week expecting that we're going to have a handful of 100% gainers because we've had 11 last week, 3 this week, and then we're closing the week off today with a 60% gainer, about a 65% gainer. That's on the Carvana trade. Members are making money. That's the bottom line. That's why you're here. Don't take my word for it. Members of TTG, you tell me, quite frankly, type the $ in chat. If you're making money, you're becoming a better trader. Just go ahead and type the $ in chat right now. Just go ahead, type the $ if you're making money, you're becoming a better trader. Sound off in chat. I want to know. Viewers want to know. Now, if anybody here that's not a member, I would advise you just pay attention to how many people type the $. These are members. These aren't bots. These are people just like you. And here they are telling you that they're making money. If they can do it, so can you. They have all the same excuses that you put on yourself. Oh, I don't have enough time. I have a small account. I've lost money before. I have no experience. All these people have had all of those same excuses, all those same hurdles and obstacles that they've had to overcome. Yet here they are now telling you that they're making money. How could it be? Well, it's pretty simple how it could be. They're getting a real education, which is a simplified and expanded upon version, but I learned that I worked at the fund in New York. They have access to real professional tools that give them more information to help them make better decisions. And they're part of a community of traders that genuinely gives a damn whether or not they succeed or fail. And that's the difference maker for a lot of these people. It's not that they're not making money because they're lucky. Okay? It's not luck. Luck has nothing to do with it. It's skill. It's skill. And that is exactly what these people have been able to achieve and build and harness and utilize in this market to supplement their income, to replace their income, or just help them make better decisions when it comes to the long-term portfolio. So like I said, it's been a huge week. We've been on a huge run, triple-digit gains galore. Okay, I expect another really big week next week as we continue with earnings. You had Apple earnings, obviously, that were better than expected. So I think that this volatility that you've been seeing over these last couple of days, last couple of weeks, I think this is going to continue next week. What we've decided to do here at True Trading Group is to leave the membership price and to leave the enrollment open over the weekend until Sunday at midnight. Okay, so we've had this 57% discount. It brings the membership down to $950 for the whole year. There's no upsell for courses. There's no upsell for tools. All of it is included when you guys join for the $950. We don't just give you half of the solution. We were going to get rid of it today, but we're going to leave it open for the weekend and allow people that are just sitting on the fence, thinking about what they should be doing. Maybe some people were worried about the bank situation. You're worried about the Fed. Well, now that stuff is behind us, and now we can focus on trading ahead and what lies ahead for this market. I want to give you guys that chance. So go to ttgoffer.com. The coupon code to use is TTG121. Okay, that'll drop the price. Okay, that'll drop the price down to $950 from the $2,212 price point, which is the normal price for our membership. It includes all of our courses. Joe, maybe you can post up the link in chat actually of all of the curriculum so that viewers could actually see the list of courses that they're going to have access to. You guys can just click on the link that we're posting in chat. It'll show you all the courses. It's a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. All of it is included. There's no upsell for courses. Every single one is included when you guys join. Okay. You also get access to a bunch of those tools that I was saying to you before. Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. That's $1,000 on its own if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included with your membership. Congressional trading data, so you can track the trades being made by members of Congress. Quote Media's full book level 2. Trading View's premium charting software. The Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform every day for you to use. A simulator from ET&A will help you guys see what stocks, the simulator will let you guys trade stocks, options, crypto, futures with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing everything that you're learning in the courses. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. All this is included. Our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans. You've got analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. So you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a name. A trading journal tracks your trades, breaks it down to the statistics. A social sentiment scanner tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. Guys, all of this is included when you join. Not to mention also all the watch lists. So every day, the moderators and I, we publish watch lists to our members. It tells you exactly what stocks we are focusing on, where we believe the best opportunity to make money is on any given day, with detailed game plans. So we'll tell you, okay, guys, this is the stock I'm looking at. I'm going to short it at this price. We're going to look to buy it at this price. So you know exactly what the game plan is before we ever, the day ever begins. Like Carvana today, my top trade idea from the day. It was something that we attacked. It's where we made our money today. Members of True Trading Group, true or false? Did I or did I not, before the market opened, tell you that this gap up on Carvana, it's a crap company. We're at major resistance. I'm going to short this stock. True or false? Just you guys can comment, just true or false. If you were in chat with me pre-market, did I or did I not tell you that I'm going to short Carvana once we get up over that 1050, 1075 level? We got to 11, dropped back to 1070, and I took the short at 1070, right off the pre-market game plan and watches. So members of True Trading Group already knew before the market opened that I was looking to short Carvana once we got up towards 1075. That's what you guys will have access to day in and day out. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com. The coupon code is TTG121. The price is $950. And the next 10 people to join will get themselves a brand new free laptop. We only have 10 though, folks. I'm sorry. It's only 10. You know, we do our best to get as many laptops as we can, but it's only 10. And those 10 are not going to last the whole weekend. I'll tell you that right now. So I would just open up a new web browser now and go to ttgoffer.com and make sure you get one of the free laptops. It's going to be a brand new Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Like I said, we have members in over 100 different countries. We've sent laptops all over the world. All right. It's our gift to you. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're going to be getting one. All right. As long as you see that laptop icon, you're getting one. Simple as that. All right. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email when you join with instructions how to claim the free laptop. You guys can also send a text message if you used to be a member, if you're currently a trial or you used to be a trial and you guys want to join for $950 with the laptop. Send a text to the phone number at the bottom of your screen. It's 786-505-4049. Again, that phone number is at the bottom of your screen. And guys, we also back this up with a double your money back guarantee. I know I talk a big game on here, but we back it up with our own money. I stand behind the platform that we've created, and I believe so strongly in its ability to help you reach your goals that if you join True Trading Group and can't make $950 back at least one time during your membership, I'll give you back $1,900. You can keep that laptop. That's the deal. Now, we can do that because we've only had to give a refund to roughly 2.43% of our members dating back to 2016. 78% of our members renew their membership or have upgraded to become a lifetime member of the community. And we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with about 2,100 reviews. It's based on that information, those numbers, that I have no problem offering anyone that wants to invest in themselves, give themselves a real chance of becoming successful at this. I'll give you guys a double your money back guarantee. I frankly don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. It's there to hold us accountable. So again, all you have to do is go to ttgoffer.com. The coupon code is TTG121. You'll get the 57% discount and the free laptop and the double your money back guarantee. I'd hurry up and grab one now, folks. Those laptops will not last all weekend. All right. And that $950 price point is good until Sunday at midnight. And then the open enrollment is going to close and the price of the membership is going to then be walked up to around $1,500, eventually $1,800 to $2,000. After you guys go through the trial membership, you'll have to apply to become a member of True Trading Group. And then we may or may not accept you based on your interaction as a trial member. I want to make sure that the people that join True Trading Group from here on out are sharing the same values and goals that we as a company and we as a group already have. I don't want you to join True Trading Group if all you want to do is talk about phantom ghost short shares and talk about how much you hate Citadel and Ken Griffin can go to hell. If that's all you want to talk about, then what's the next mother of all short squeeze? True Trading Group is not the place for you. Go join some Discord room. They'll be happy to entertain you throughout the trading day. If you want to really truly learn a skill that can help you supplement or replace your income, as many of our members in True Trading Group have been able to achieve, and you guys want to truly learn information and education that can help you start making the right decisions instead of constantly being on the wrong side of the market, you are the exact type of person that I want in this community. We have a very high quality chat room inside on our platform. Everybody's focused on making money, and I don't want to let people in that are going to disrupt that. Okay, so you guys have until Sunday at midnight, and then also 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. You can set your reminders now. We're going to be going live right here on this YouTube channel, and I'll give you my entire weekly outlook on exactly what I think the markets are going to do next week and what are some of the top ideas that I have to trade next week and where I think that we're going to make some money next week. All right. So again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. If you have any questions or you're having a hard time signing up, again, that phone number is 786-505-4049. All right, folks. All right, guys. So let's take things over to the charts. So the SPY did get up to your next level of resistance, which is right around this 413.5. Where do we get that level of resistance from? That's highs of the day from the Fed meeting. Okay, so there's your Fed meeting. There's the highs of the day from the Fed meeting. And now we're right back to where we were. Okay, so we sold off hard for the 2 days following the Fed meeting. And now basically what we have done is we have taken it back. So we're back to where we were when Jerome Powell was giving his press conference. All right. And I think a lot of this has to do with, I honestly think most of this is JP Morgan upgrading the regional banks. I think that was such a relief on the regional banks. And I think it, maybe started to cause a little bit of short covering maybe in the markets and short covering on the regional banks themselves. And that's what I think is pushing this market higher. The jobs report that came out was much stronger than anybody had anticipated. The labor report showed that the unemployment rate has actually gone down. And that was a real head scratcher for a lot of people. The unemployment rate last month was 3.5. The expectation was that it was going to be 3.6. It actually came in at 3.4. There were far more jobs added, non-farm payroll jobs added than what was originally expected, even though the prior 2 months were revised lower. And that is something that is interesting going forward, because February's jobs number, and I forgot the exact number, so don't quote me on these exact numbers. I had them on my screen before, but now I'm doing the live. I don't have the data right in front of me. But so I'm going to estimate these numbers. These are not exact numbers. February's jobs said they were like 360,000 new jobs added. And then the revision came out that said, actually, it was only 248,000. Okay. So a lot less jobs added in February than in February when the number came out. The number is now saying that number was wrong. The new number was actually 248. Okay, well, 248 and 360, that's a big difference. Then in March, the number was 248,000. And now they're saying, actually, it was 165,000. So the numbers from February and March are being revised down. But then you get this labor report, and the number is higher than what the expectation was. So now I'm wondering if next month, again, does that number actually get revised down? And is it actually a lower number this month like the prior 2 months actually were? But nonetheless, the unemployment rate went down to 3.4%. So significantly better than expected labor report. And that kind of made everybody feel that the economy is still holding up. And the labor market is certainly still holding up. I mean, 3.4% unemployment. You haven't seen that in 50 years. You haven't seen an unemployment rate that low in over 5 decades. There's been a lot of raging bull markets and massive economic expansion and growth. throughout the last 5 decades, none of them at which had an unemployment rate at 3.4%. I don't think people really grasp how low a 3.4% unemployment rate actually is. The average unemployment rate over the last 20 years is around 5%. So I really don't think people understand or grasp how low that unemployment number really is. Labor participation sitting at 62%. You know, you can look for that number maybe to tick a little bit higher. And that's partly the reason why the unemployment rate is as low as it is, because some people that left the workforce voluntarily during COVID are coming back into the workforce. People that retired early ahead of schedule because of COVID are now maybe saying, oh, you know what, the cost of living is a little bit too high. Prices have gone up. So they're coming back into the workforce and getting another job. And that is keeping the unemployment rate very, very, very low. So the labor report, jobs number, labor market still very, very strong, very, very tight. That made people feel better today. That goes into the soft landing bucket. So if you guys have been following my live stream now for the last couple of months, you know that I said this year, every piece of economic data that comes out is going to be placed into a bucket, either a recession bucket or a soft landing bucket. The data from today is data that goes into the soft landing bucket, which is the labor market is still extremely strong, and makes people feel the fact that JP Morgan upgraded some of these regional banks and make people feel like the Fed did not make a mistake 2 days ago. So if you look back at when the Fed raised rates 25 basis points, all right, in the face of everything that was happening with PacWest and Western Alliance, the markets did this, okay, this very aggressive sell-off following the Fed meeting and the Fed raising 25 basis points. Now, you saw when this happened a 60% likelihood of a rate cut in July. That is not something that you saw before they raised rates. So what the market told you at that time, the market was telling you that the Fed made a mistake when the Fed raised 25 basis points because the banking stocks sold off very hard. That was the market telling the Fed that by raising another 25 basis points, you're going to break another one of these banks. The bank stocks got crushed over the last 2 days when this happened. The Fed funds futures market was pricing in a 60% chance of a cut in July. The only reason the Fed would cut in July is not because inflation is at 2%. Inflation won't be at 2% in July. But the reason why the market thought that the Fed would cut in July is because they thought that something was going to break further in the banking system. So that is what happened over the last 2 days. The market thought the Fed made a mistake. Today, JP Morgan upgrades the banking sector, the regional bank sector. They upgraded Western Alliance. They upgraded Zion Bank. Okay, a bunch of the other regionals. And now people feel like, well, wait a second. So if JP Morgan upgraded the banks, JP Morgan also bought First Republic. I'd say Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan know a thing or two about the banking industry. And then the labor report comes out, and the labor report is as strong as it was. And now the market says, well, maybe the Fed didn't make a mistake. Maybe raising 25 basis points was okay. And the market just took back the panic sell-off that it did when Jerome Powell gave his speech and announced that we're raising rates by 25 basis points. You see, we're right back to where we were prior. And that's all that's happened so far over the last 2 days. Now, that movement has created a ton of volatility in the markets, and that volatility has been something that we as members, we as traders and members of True Group have been able to capitalize on in a huge way. Like I said, with all of these triple-digit gains that we've been hitting yesterday, there was a triple-digit gain on Sunrun. Today, you're looking at, if you traded today's expiration, it was a triple-digit gain on Carvana. But I alerted members to the Friday expiration following, far less risky, and it still gave you a 65% gain. And it was far less risky. Okay, so, I mean, that's where these opportunities are being found, and we're taking advantage of them, guys, inside of chat. And if you guys are still sitting on the sideline, I'm telling you now, you're making a huge mistake, and it's just doing such a massive disservice to yourself. Because I really don't care whether the markets go up or down. I don't care whether we have a recession or not. You know, I really don't. because it doesn't matter whether the markets go up or down. As long as the market's open, we've got work to do. And there's not many professions out there that you can say that I don't really care how strong or weak the economy is. Your business is not going to be affected, because as long as the stock market's open, your business is open. And the opportunities are out there on a daily basis. There's not many places, there's not many professions that you can say that. Happy to say that we are in one that does. So let's talk about the Carvana trade. I kind of just gave you the update there with what's going on with the overall markets. But let's go over the Carvana trade. Let's talk about this trade specifically. Why did we go after this stock short? You might say initially, oh, wait, they had good earnings. Wait, the stock is gapping up huge. Like, why would you short a stock that's gapping up on good news? Right? A lot of people might say that. You might say, wait a second, the stock has good news. It's gapping up. Why would you short a stock that has good news and is gapping up? Well, Carvana historically never holds its moves to the upside because it's not a great company. It's a terrible stock. It's very heavily shorted. So when you do get these these upside moves, you get these like quick little volatile short squeezes where the stock pops higher, but it really has a very difficult time breaking through serious resistance levels. And there was a big level of resistance here. There was a big level of resistance here for Carvana right here around like 1075 or so. And I'll take you guys to the daily chart and I'll show it to you. All right. So here's that line. I haven't touched that line. Here's that line. Okay. So you guys can see this line. You see this previously was a level of support back there in February. When we broke beneath that level in February, it then became resistance. And then you'll notice it became resistance once you got into March. And it was once again resistance in March. And then we got up here in early April and tested it again, and it became resistance. So you start to see this huge level of resistance forming here right underneath $11, right? Right underneath $11, you got this massive level of resistance. So the stock gapped up today, and I told members, I said, guys, listen, I do not like Carvana, right? It's not a good company. It's not a good stock. It doesn't hold it has a tough time holding its moves. And on this gap up, I said in front of this resistance level, if this thing can't get through that level, I'm going to step in and I'm going to short it. All right. And that was exactly the game plan from the day. And there's the line. I haven't touched that line. All right. So here's that line. So right off the open, we pushed right into it. And I'll pan over so you guys can see this more clearly. Right off the open, we flew right through the level and then just got pulverized. Now, I don't know how many of you were actually looking at level 2, at this moment, but as soon as Carvana got up over $11, it got to like 11, like 11.10, 11.15, and all of a sudden, it went from like 11.15 bid to like 10.78 bid. The selling pressure that came into this stock as soon as it got to 11 was insane. This is a very thick stock. Carvana does not have like these big gaps. It's a very thick stock. There's a lot of shares at every single penny that this stock trades at. And the selling pressure was so aggressive that it went from 11.15 to 10.78, 10.80 bid in a split second. Somebody sold into and took out all the 11.15s, 14s, 13s, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 99, 98, 97, took them all out, all the way down to like 80 cents. And I was like, there's the selling pressure that I was expecting. There's the level of resistance. And it gives you this big, strong rejection candle. So I stepped in and I got short at $10.70. Okay, right here. So $10.70. We then take the trade. We take the entry short. I alerted to members in case you guys, I always give options. If you guys don't want to follow the equity, I traded the equity. I shorted the equity at 1070. But I told members, if you want to follow the trade, I'd go after May 12th, so next Friday's expiration, $10 strike put. And at the time, the put was around $1.05. And we got into that trade for the short. And then about 6 minutes later, the stock actually halts to the downside right in front of the low of the day, and then opens up out of the halt and we take our very first piece of profit off the table. 25% of the position comes off the table right there. And then we dropped even further and we take more profit off the table, and the stock just continues to bleed itself out. And I took another piece of profit off the table. Now at this point, I'm down to a small piece of my position, and we decided to go after this stock again because this is a beautiful reload opportunity. And there's really a lesson here that I want to talk to you guys about believing that if a stock is truly a good trade, you're going to get more than one chance at it. So if you really believe a stock is a good long, you'll get more than one opportunity to buy the stock. So if you miss your first opportunity, don't kick and scream, don't get angry and upset, stay focused and look for another entry opportunity. If you think a stock is a really good short and you miss your first entry, don't kick and scream. Wait for another opportunity to get into that trade for the short and just adjust your game plan. So I got in at 1070. We took profit. I'm down to a small piece of the position. Then we bounced back into a gorgeous area to reshort the trade. And right here, I added back to the position at $9.90. So $9.90, we reloaded the position. Now, why is this a good spot to reload on the trade? Well, there's a ton of resistance levels that are lining up at this area. What are they? Let me walk you through them. One of the things you'll learn as a member of True Trading Group is how to use multiple technical indicators in conjunction with one another. The more indicators that converge on a specific price, the greater the chance that level is going to hold. That's why you want to learn how to use multiple indicators to give you buy signals and sell signals. So for this re-entry, you have the initial morning low, which is always an important level for you guys to focus on intraday. Initial morning low. You have the halt price. Halt prices are also always important levels. Okay, so you have a halt price, the initial morning low. Here's my VWAP indicator, this orange line. That's my VWAP indicator. And then when I draw out my Fibonacci retracement levels, you'll see my Fibonacci retracement level. The 50 Fibonacci level lines up with the halt price, and the 38.2 Fibonacci level lines up with the initial morning low. That creates about a 15-cent window to re-enter this trade short, or to get short for the very first time if you missed the first entry. So I told members long before this stock got back to $10, I told everybody on the microphone, and this is the analysis you get inside a chat. And again, members, true or false, for people that are not in chat that don't get to see and experience what it is like trading with our community day in and day out. I told members on the microphone, I said, guys, if Carvana gets back up towards 980, 990, I'm going to get back. I was still short, but I'm going to add back to the position to get back to a bigger position and look for us to roll back down to $9. And again, members, true or false, you guys just comment in chat. Did I or did I not say this? Long before the stock got there, long before my trade actually executed, and long before you got a notification that I had just reshorted the stock at 990. So we go ahead and we take that trade yet again at 990. And what does the stock do? Look at this. Look at this. It's like clockwork. It just pulls right. Look at this. Are you kidding? Pulls off, pulls right away from that level and rolls all the way back down to the low of the day. So what do, folks? Well, we just start ripping profits off the table, right? We just start taking more profits off the table. So it's like take profit, reshort, take profit. And now I'm still in a small piece of this position, seeing if we can break down into my final take profit target before the close. And it's right there. All right. So we only have about 13 minutes to go before the market closes. So if we don't get a quick little red candle flush into the close, then I'll exit, take my final profit before the bell. But I'm looking for one more little, drop right into this zone that I can go ahead and I can take my final profit right off the table. Right. And that's how we executed this trade. And this is the type of stuff that you're going to get access to as a member of the group. And all you guys need to do at this stage is go to ttgoffer.com and use that coupon code TTG121 to get that 57% discount and take advantage of the opportunities that we are ripping. How many of you guys made money on the Carvana trade with me today? Sound off in chat if you guys made money with me on this trade. I'd love to know how you did. You know, I always love when the whole team hits, and if you guys made money, you can sound off in chat. Tell me how you did. I'd love to hear about it. You made, 30%, 40, 50%. You made $100, $1,000. You know, I always love to hear about it. Yes, hell yeah. 40% gain for Steve. Casey ripping it. I just made my 2-week salary. Oh, yes, Chris, I love you. I just made my 2-week salary in one day trading the SPY options. Thank you, Gio. There you have it. My boy, Chris Botsis. You're the man. You're the man. I love to hear this, Chris. I love to hear this. Congratulations, Chris. Yeah, trading SPY options. Guys, make sure you guys are signed up for Gio's boot camp. Gio is one of our professional trading moderators at True Trading Group, who was a former market maker and has been trading for like 20 years, over 20 years. And he has a 2-day all-intensive boot camp that's going to help members that if you guys want to learn about scalping, like scalping options, he's doing a 2-day boot camp to go over all of his styles, his strategies, his entries, his exits, his signals. 48%, then 22%, doubled my entire account in 2 weeks, says Marcos. Marcos, congratulations. You know what, man? Honestly, Marcos, as proud of this as I am, seeing someone double their account in 2 weeks with the trading that we've had inside True Trading Group. I mean, seriously, 11 triple-digit gains last week, 3 this week, 4 if you traded Carvana's expirations today. But to be fair, I alerted you guys to next week. It was lower risk, and you still caught about 60%. $1,000 today, $8K for 2 weeks for Risalinas. Congratulations. My boy Angel Rivera, we just had him on the live stream. Angel was a guest on the live stream yesterday. If you guys caught the live stream yesterday, you guys remember Angel. Yesterday made 10% in my overall account and 12% today on my overall account, thanks to TTG and Michael Edward. Hell yes. G Money wants to know where's the link. G Money, go to ttgoffer.com. Use that coupon code TTG121. You guys will get the 57% discount. Yes, my boy Wizard. What's up, man? I hope you're doing well. Wizard signed up for Gio's bootcamp already, and you signed up for mine as well. Yes, I love it. Let's go. Let's go. Aram, welcome to the family. Aram, guys, we're down to 9 of those laptops now. Everybody, welcome Aram, newest member to the group. 9 left. These laptops are not going to last all weekend. Okay, you'll know you're getting a laptop. But listen, if you're watching this maybe after it's already aired, if you see a laptop icon in your checkout cart, like you see up there, that's how you know you're getting one. Once 9 more people sign up, the laptop will no longer be there. All right. Again, go to ttgoffer.com. Use that coupon code TTG121. You'll get all the courses, all the tools. They're all included. You don't pay anything extra for the courses and tools. Now, we have other stuff you can pay for, like these 2-day intensive boot camps that we do, in-person meetups, Trader Paloozas. Those things are extra. But all of our courses, all of our tools are included in the $950 price point. And you have the free laptop. We cover shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Jeremy says, my best trading week here with TTG. Amazing group here. Yes. Marcos, just yesterday, 33% gain on his account, thanks to Western Alliance and CFG. Yes. Yes. My boy Goldminer. Goldminer, you have been an amazing addition to the team, brother. I'm so happy that you joined. Goldminer has been watching the YouTube channel for such a long time. It's easily over a year, I feel like, Goldminer, that you've been watching the channel. Just signed up a couple weeks ago. So Goldminer says, I signed up 3 weeks ago. I already paid for my annual membership, and I paid for STR in that time. Winners with Mike, Shy, Gio, Momin, and the Professor. Yes, Goldminer. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. If you are still sitting on the sideline, this is the stuff you're missing out on. I can't really, I can just, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink type of thing. I can come on these live streams every day You can see people that are having success. I can tell you what I think the market's going to do tomorrow, be dead right, come on the next day, tell you exactly how we made money doing it. And you have to be the one, though, that believes enough in yourself to make a $950 investment in yourself. There's too many people out there that would gladly put a $950 investment into some ridiculous stock that somebody on Reddit told you was going to go to the moon. You lose 90% of it and you don't bat an eye. That means you're more willing to invest $950 in someone else than you are yourself. And that's a shame. That's a shame. It should not be that way. The greatest investment you'll ever make is going to always be in yourself, not somebody else. My boy Doug Whedon ripped out 132% gain on the Carvana trade. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Like if you traded today's expiration on Carvana, you got over 100% gain. So 132% for my boy Doug. So guys, again, full disclosure, I am still short a piece of Carvana. I'm not going to hold this over the weekend. It's a small piece of the position. I will just be out before the bell. I'm telling you that now because if you're trading the option, I don't want me to send out the alert at 3:58 and you don't have enough time to like log in and then get out of the trade. And then you'll be stuck in the option because the options don't trade after the close. So once the market closes, that's it. You can't trade your options anymore. I can still trade Carvana after the close if I wanted to. I can still get out of the position after the close. So I'm telling you all now, if you are following me on this trade in options, I'm out before the close. I'm not going to hold it over the weekend. All right. So I want to make sure that everybody is fully aware of that. All right, you see, we still have it. I have an order sitting down here. I don't think I'm going to get the fill. I have an order sitting right here for my final take profit. I don't think I'm going to get filled. We got about 4 minutes to go. I need like a 30-cent drop in order for me to get the final fill on this position. Short at 1070, take profit, profit, profit. Short again, 990, take profit, profit. And we got the last piece sitting right here, which I don't think I'm going to get a fill. So I'll probably just get out around, $9 or so for the final take. And that's how we wrap up a fantastic day. Guys, again, if you're currently a trial member, okay, if you're currently a trial member, you used to be a trial member, or you used to be an annual member, you actually have to text us in order for us to whitelist your email address so we can give you that 57% discount. So the phone number is at the bottom of your screen. It's 786-505-4049. Again, just text that number, 786-505-4049. Yeah, yes, Robert goes, I totally traded Carvana today on that reload. Yes, I love it. Yo, my boy Rhino, nice job. Just took a 20% rip on SPY options. Rhino, what'd you do, brother? Did you buy puts off of the Fed day high? Is that what you just did? Did you buy puts on the Fed day high? Catch a quick little pullback off of 413.5? Yeah, Snowflake. I can see another one of our moderators is ripping profits right now off of Snowflake puts going into the close. So I know some members are in some Snowflake puts with another one of our moderators as that stock is starting to roll over into the close. So congratulations, members. My boy Rhino goes, yeah, bro, I just bought some puts. I just walked off the plane from Mexico. That's what I'm talking about, man. Great job. Just walked off the plane from Mexico, and the guy's just ripping 20% gain off on some SPY puts. That's the TTG way if I've ever seen one. That is the TTG way if I've ever seen one. Hope you had a good time. I assume you went with the family, Rhino. Hope you had a great time, my man. Hope you had a great time. All right, guys, we got about 2.5 minutes to go. Like I said, I'm out of Carvana before the close. I'm not holding this over the weekend. I have my order sitting down there around in the 860s. I don't think that final fill. I don't think I'll get that final fill. So we're most likely going to be flat here at $9. Again, short at 1070. Profit, profit, profit. Short again, 990. Profit, profit. And here we are with this last piece of the position going to come off here right before the close. Here, I'm just going to send the alert out now to all of our members. All right, guys, so I just sent out the alert to all members just so they know to get out right before the bell. And we got about a couple of seconds left. Nice little pullback here on the SPY. SPY kind of running out of steam here just a bit. Nice little pullback off of the Fed's high. All right, we talked about the Fed, that being a level of resistance. You guys can see very clearly that level of resistance. And there's the little pullback that you're getting back off it. Now you look for support around 411.5. You look for support around 411.5. And I am now out of Carvana. Final take profit right there, guys, on Carvana. All right. Final take profit right there on Carvana. Congratulations, guys. Just a fantastic day for the whole team. All right. Just a fantastic day for the whole group. All right, a couple seconds here before the bell. And we are closed. There it is, folks, and the week comes to an end. Congratulations, everybody that followed along on the Carvana trade. That was an absolute thing of beauty. It's been a great week inside of chat. It's been a fantastic week. It's been an absolutely fantastic week. Does anybody have any questions on anything at all? Anybody have any questions about Carvana, about the SPY, about the banks, about the Fed? If you have any questions at all, now is the time for you to ask. Before we break for the weekend, hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to set your reminders, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. I'm going to give you my entire outlook. I'll give you the whole game plan, exactly what I think the market's going to do and how I'm going to position myself to make money from it. That's going to come Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, so set your reminders. Questions, you have them, and I'll answer them. Go ahead, guys. Oof, do I think MSOS is going to hold these levels? No, I don't. The only way that MSOS, I think, has any meaningful move to the upside is when Congress changes the laws. So once Congress changes the laws, MSOS will be free to move to the upside. Until then, you got to fade every rally until the laws change. Brewster, you too. Have a great weekend. Justin says amazing trading this week, guys. You too. Yes, my boy Wizard says, Mike, I think last year we spoke about Jeppy. Yeah, Jeppy was one of the stocks that I suggested to people last year. I have since added to my long-term portfolio. Every month I get an awesome dividend, $300 every month. My boy Wizard getting that dividend on Jeppy. Jeppy is a fantastic vehicle for people to own in a bear market or in a sideways market. It is a covered call strategy ETF that pays about an 11.25% dividend, and the dividend gets paid out monthly. So that 11.25%, that's an annualized return, but it gets paid out every single month. And it's a covered call strategy, which is great in bear markets and in sideways markets. And you guys can collect an 11.25% dividend for the year. And if you set your dividend payments to automatically reinvest, so like my boy Wizard, he gets the $300 dividend payment this month, automatically rebuys more shares with it. So now his next dividend payment is even bigger, and then automatically buy more shares with it. So the next dividend payment is big, and just keep doing that and keep rolling that over and compound that dividend for as long as we are in this sideways bear market. As long as we're here, you stay in this position, you collect that dividend. It's a beautiful place to hide out. And then when the markets turn, though, when you get into a new bull market, you don't necessarily want to still be in JEPI. JEPI, it's not that you'll lose money in JEPI in a bull market, but it'll underperform because the covered call strategy is a lot less effective in a bull market because the positions get called away from the fund. If you guys don't understand covered call strategies, you'll learn all that stuff as a member of True Trading Group, I promise you. Man, Jesus. ZB goes, Mike, do you still have the January 2024 put option? I just bought it. Yes, of course I still have this position. ZB, and I said this too, I'm going to keep saying it so everybody knows. I'm going to be in this position for like 6 months. Okay? I'm going to be in this position for like 6 months. All right? I'm in a tier 1 so far, and I would like to get my tier 2 if the SPY gets to like 420s. I want to be able to add to my position without going outside my risk tolerance. Right now, I'm in a tier 1. When the market was like 411.25, right now we're at 412.20. So the market's less than $1 away from where I got into the trade. I'm going to be in this position for probably about 6 months, maybe even 8 months. I'll probably, if I'm right, I'll be exiting this position probably somewhere in November, maybe October, if I'm right. So I don't care. The market could literally go up today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's not changing that trade at all. As a matter of fact, I want the market to move a little higher so I can get more of my position because right now I'm in a tier 1. So I would like to get to my full size position. Whew. Anybody else have any questions for me? Now's the time to ask, folks. Good question. Jeep Hemi says, do you plan to core trade that at all on big down days? That's a really good question. Later, not now. I don't really plan on taking any profit off unless the SPY gets into the 380s. 380s is where I'll probably start to core trade that, and I'll start to take a piece of my position off the table if we get down into the 380s. So 380s is kind of like 380, 385 is kind of my first target for a take profit on that position. And then like maybe a rally back to 400, maybe then I'll reload the position and I can core trade it that way. But right now I'm just trying to get into my position. I'm not really trying to trade around my position just yet. It's the very early stages of what is going to be a very long trade. When I say long, I mean long dated, not long meaning looking for upside. What's your take on this rally, Mike? Do you think the SPY will continue to rally before CPI? If there's no more issues with the banks, yes, the market can continue to rally into the CPI number, which I believe it is. I believe CPI, I think, is May 10th, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's May 10th. We could continue higher, especially with some short covering. And that would take me right into the zone where I want to buy my tier 2. So I got into my tier 1 position because I wanted to get something in case more stuff happened with the banking situation and the market sold off quicker than I would have thought. Okay. But I really want the bulk of that position to be put on when the SPY is like in the 420s. And if we rally into the 420s ahead of CPI, I mean, you're not going to rally into the 420s. I mean,
do you see that person's name?
What's that? What'd you say?
Do you see the person's name?
Yes.
Did you just realize it?
I mean, yeah, I realized it a couple seconds ago. What?
Do you think it's, I mean,
I think it's real. I think it's real. I think it's real. I think it's real.
yeah?
I don't know, man. I mean,
You think that's somebody's actual, you think Fuck Nugget is somebody's real name?
It's pronounced Fook.
Right, it's Fuck Nugget.
It's Fook Nuye.
This is amazing.
Where are they? Is that your real name? Am I pronouncing it correct? Fook Way or Fook Way? Am I pronouncing that correct? I think I'm pronouncing that correct. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly.
All right, all right.
I definitely think it's a real name, but we're all having fun. Any other questions from you guys? Is cash best resource right now? I don't think so. I mean, why is cash your best resource? Cash is it's a losing asset right now because of inflation. So if you just have money sitting in cash, you're losing money because inflation is 5%. And if you're just sitting in cash, you're not gaining anything on your money. You can put your money into a 3-month T-bill and get 5.25% and offset inflation. I don't think cash is the right move at all. I think you should be, actively trading this market. I think you should be actively trading this market because the opportunities out there, unlike anything that I've ever seen. And I think that, everybody that is sitting on the sidelines, waiting for whatever the hell you're waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for. I just think you're doing yourself a huge disservice. Matt Ogawa wants to know, did I make a mistake holding Carvana puts through the weekend? I don't think you made a mistake. I think the stock goes lower. By Monday, it's maybe at like 840 or 850. I think you're okay, Matt. Hopefully you took some profit off today. Hopefully you took some profit. We're up huge on the position. I mean, we shorted this thing. This is the daily candle. We shorted this thing all the way up here. Hopefully you took profits, when this thing really started to crap out today. But if you're holding a piece of the position, I don't think you made a mistake. I think you'll be okay. I don't think this thing will be higher than like 925, and could be as low as I'd say 830. Should we be worried about Canada's possibility of defaulting on mortgages? Are we next? You're going to have mortgage defaults. Absolutely, you're going to have mortgage defaults. You're going to have more mortgage defaults when the variable mortgage rates reset. That's something that is actually a lot more evident in like the commercial real estate market. When the mortgage rates reset, someone might have paid 4%, and now all of a sudden with the reset, they're going to pay 6.5% or 7% on a commercial loan. that you're going to see mortgage defaults 100%. That should not be a surprise to people. And even with people with residential mortgages, when someone, maybe got their mortgage, if they did not lock in that fixed rate and they have a variable rate that resets after so many years, their interest rate now is more than double probably what they paid when they got their mortgage. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to be able to pay that new fee with that new interest rate. So you will see mortgage defaults. That's not something that I think should surprise people. I think you'll see more of that towards the end of the year, not necessarily right now. I think you'll see more of that kind of pop up towards the end of the year. And that'll just help continue to, I just think that's going to continue to help bring real estate prices down. I don't expect like this massive real estate like crash like people are talking about. You've already seen like 10 to 15% declines in some markets on the West Coast, but you have not seen any price declines yet on the East Coast, like New Jersey, New York, Florida. Real estate prices are still very, very high, and they have not come down. Some areas they're actually still moving higher, but there's other areas of the country where you are starting to see prices come down. And I think you still see a little bit more of prices come down just based on sheer affordability and demand as interest rates for mortgages rise. So that shouldn't necessarily be something that is going to be a shock to a lot of people. Nice, Maria. I hope you're having a great time. Maria says, I'm in Europe on vacation, but I couldn't not listen to TTG. Maria, I hope you're enjoying yourself. Have a great time. Yep, Ty, it's my pleasure. It is my pleasure. I didn't even see the data that you said Canada. So I didn't even see the data that you're talking about. I assume there was like an increase in defaults in Canada, I guess is maybe what you're referring to. I didn't even see that data. If you're referring to a specific piece of data that came out in Canada, I'm not sure if you are or not, but if you are, I didn't see that piece of data. Where will this recession come from? Is all we're missing a meaningful uptick in unemployment? No, we're missing a few things. Okay, we're missing negative GDP, and we are missing a 1% increase in unemployment. So those are the two things that you're going to need for any economist or organization to actually label a true recession. You're going to need 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP, followed and coupled by about a 1% increase or 100 basis point increase in unemployment. So if right now unemployment is 3.4, you would need unemployment to go to 4.4 and see 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth, which I think you may get Q3, Q4. So right now, Q1 was 1.1% GDP. That's down from 2.7 from Q4. So I think Q2, you maybe see like a 0.5, something like that, like a less than a 1% GDP number for Q2. And I think maybe a negative GDP number for Q3, and then another negative GDP number for Q4. And then as you get deeper into the year, you get a little bit of an uptick in unemployment, and then you can put the label for a recession once that happens. But I don't think it's going to be a severe recession, guys. I think it's going to be a mild recession. I think the labor market is far too tight for us to have any type of severe recession. I think the labor market is just too tight. And I think that there was just far too much money injected into the system that I just don't think we're going to have a severe recession. I think it'll be mild. I think it'll be short-lived. I think it'll be shallow. I'm not expecting like an 8, 9, 10% unemployment rate like you had in 2009 or like you had in the early 80s when those recessions were severe. Unemployment during the dot-com bubble, I believe, was around 6.5. Those are elevated levels of unemployment. I just think unemployment is going to go back to a little bit of a normal level. Right now, 3.4% unemployment is not normal. Like I said, the average unemployment for the last 20 years is around 5%. So you can go from 3.4 to 4.4 and you're still below the 20-year average. That's not a severe recession. Even if you go to 5%, even if you go to 5.4%, that's not a severe recession. That would be more of a mild recession. I also think you have the very real possibility, Matt, of what's called a rolling recession. And the rolling recession is something that you already kind of see happening. And I talked about a rolling recession concept in my stock market outlook for 2023 that I issued to all members of True Trading Group each and every single year. And a rolling recession is when a recession hits different parts of the economy at different times. So like one part of the economy is contracting, another part of the economy is actually still expanding. Instead of just an overall recession, the entire economy contracts at the same time. And that would make a lot of sense if that happened, because you have to think about what happened during COVID. During COVID, if you were in leisure, hospitality, travel, entertainment, right? If you owned a gym, if you owned a hair salon, a massage parlor, if you owned a restaurant or a bar, your business went to zero during COVID. You didn't just have a recession, you had a depression if you were in those industries. Meanwhile, if you were in real estate, technology, or crypto, you had the greatest economic boom in history, right? Now, the opposite is happening. Now, where are all the layoffs? Crypto, real estate, actually real estate employment and the jobs number actually ticked up, which was a surprise. But if you look back over the last 3, 4, 5 months, all the layoffs are coming from tech, crypto, real estate. But where are people still hiring? Leisure and hospitality, restaurants, hotels, healthcare, right? Education. All the sectors that got crushed during COVID are the ones that are still hiring and are still expanding. The ones that grew during COVID and overhired are the ones now that are trimming the fat and that are cutting down. So that concept of a rolling recession seems to be very possible and even seems to possibly already be underway. So if you do get a rolling recession, that would also be a mild recession because you'll still have other areas of the economy that are expanding and you're not going to have this massive collapse like you had in 08 or 09. Okay. Wow. I will be a full-time trader May 20th of 2023 because of TTG. That's incredible. From username Adam's crappy one-bedroom apartment. That's hilarious. They're a member of True Trading Group, actually. They're a member of TTG. That's not just a YouTube viewer. So guys, listen up. That just about wraps it up here for us today. Sunday, May 7th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. We're giving away $500 to members and non-members, but you need your free ticket from Eventbrite. Okay? You guys need your free ticket from Eventbrite. All right, you guys can click on the link that we're sharing. You guys can get your ticket for Sunday so that you have a chance at $500. We're giving away $500 to one lucky person. Could be a member, could be a non-member. You just got to get your free ticket. All right, that's going to be Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Set your reminders right back here on this YouTube channel. I'm giving away $500 to one person on the live stream. You need a ticket and you have to be on the live stream Sunday evening. So make sure you guys set your reminders. All right. Now, those of you that are not interested in the membership at all, you guys can sign off the live. You can sign off the live stream. Make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, turn on your notifications before you go. If you are interested, let me actually show you the platform so you can see exactly what you're going to get access to as a member. Because it is an all-inclusive membership. You get all of our courses and tools. When you join, you just have to go to ttgoffer.com. The coupon code is TTG121. You get a 57% discount, drop the price down to $950. You get a free laptop. There's 9 left. And you get a double your money back guarantee. You just have to go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group. And if you are still unable to make back $950, I'll give you back $1,900. That's the deal when you join our community. So let me show you what the platform looks like because you're going to obviously get our chat room. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out our trades in real time, answering questions. We're with you from pre-market through till the after-hours session. We're not gone after an hour and you're left to fend for yourself. You get 2 private study group sessions with our mods to speed up your learning curve. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. You get congressional trading data that tracks the trades being made by members of Congress. You get TradingView's premium charting software. You get the Trade Ideas scanner that streams live on our platform so you guys can see what are the best stocks to be focusing on. ETNA's simulator lets you trade stocks, options, crypto futures with fake money, but real-time data so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, and options flow. Short data. All this is included. You don't pay $1 extra for any of it. All right. A full trading journal will track your trades, break it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. You'll get analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. The mods and I publish watch lists every day that tell you exactly what stocks we're focusing on and how we plan on trading them. So you know exactly what we're doing before the market's even open. And then you get all of our courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. You get beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. You don't pay $1 extra for any of it. There are no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. When you join, you get access to the whole thing, guys. Then you've got a video library that has about 600 hours of workshops and webinars covering different topics, and you can attend all these workshops live once you become a full-time member. It's time you guys invested in something real, something that can actually help you reach your goals. I can't guarantee you'll be successful just because you join, but I can guarantee that if you join and go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group, and can't make back $950 at least once, I'll give you back $1,900. I can do that because we've only had to give a refund to 2.43% of members. We're a 5-star rated on Trustpilot with about 2,100 reviews, and 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members. That's why I can offer you this deal. Simple as that. If you're a previous trial, or previous member, you've got to text us 786-505-4049. We have to whitelist your email. Also, if you have any questions or you're just having a hard time signing up in general, text that number. You have until Sunday at midnight to get the $950 price point. And only the next 9 people, though, will get that laptop. How do you know you're getting a laptop? You go to ttgoffer.com and you see one. That's how you know you're getting one. All right? So there you have it, folks. Again, ttgoffer.com. Take advantage. Otherwise, subscribe to our channel. Smash the like button. Turn on your notifications. Set your reminders. Sunday evening, 8:30 p.m. Eastern live. I'm going live right here. We're going to talk about the game plan, what I expect from the markets, and I'm giving away $500 to one lucky viewer. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. Click the link. Get your ticket. Be right back here 8:30 on Sunday. I'll see you guys. Have a great weekend. Fantastic week inside chat. I'll see you.